Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Chuba Brothers. Today we're going over tobacco. Tanner just ordered 6 tobaccos from Boswell's on the other side of Pennsylvania. We're in the better side of Pennsylvania over here in Pittsburgh. He's over in, Boswell's over in Alexander's. Alexander's? Or is it Alexandria? We don't know that whole half of the state. We're on the better half. Everything on this side of the Appalachians. Alexandria. Thought so. Okay. So he ordered 6 Boswell tobaccos.
Yep.
We did not try this one yet.
This one is Pennsylvania Dutch Treat.
And so, did you just randomly choose this one, or is there good ratings? Or what?
It is rated a 3.3
on Tobacco Reviews.
Yeah, 4 stars. 31 people out of 60 voted 4 stars on it.
Alrighty.
And
Let's
they
go over some of
describe
the
it.
stats real quick.
They describe it as a cherry cocoa chocolate, and the contents is Burley and a Cavendish.
It's aromatic.
Yeah.
Cherry chocolate aromatic by Boswell, Burley and Cavendish. So there's probably going to be a little bit of. I can't believe it's not black Cavendish.
Yeah, you think but you can tell.
Yeah, by looking at the.
If you look
color.
at it, yeah, it is dark, but
Yeah.
there's decent bit of light
Alright.
brown pieces.
Let's try her out.
But I also ordered the other 5 are these are the labels that I make. Countryside.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna do this? There's a candle underneath.
Yeah,
it.
no. Countryside, Christmas cookie, peach and cream, berry cobbler, and Northwoods. Which people, you said there was someone that commented on our.
Yeah, no, I've gotten, I've seen so many reviews of Northwoods. Somebody suggested it. We try Northwoods because
I like Cavendish, and you like.
Yeah, I like black Cavendish and Latakia, and so I think we've already tried Northwoods this morning.
I think we've talked about it on one of the videos where I said I'd be very surprised if they put the Cavendish, like black Cavendish with Latakia, and I think that's the one he commented on.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I don't know how those two would go good together.
Well, they do. Yeah, we tried Northwoods today, and then I tried Countryside after that. Those are great, and they both have a similar makeup of Cavendish and.
We'll review those
Latakia.
on another video.
Yes, but for now, setting the palate with a chamomile tea. I'm in the middle of fasting, so it's been 24 hours without food for me. And so, whenever you fast, there's no calories, but guess what? You're allowed black coffee,
No one says nothing about
any
tobacco.
tea, and tobacco. Tobacco actually helps a little bit. Well, 1, it's good for your testosterone. 2, it's like an appetite suppressor.
You're just feeding the lungs.
Well, I don't inhale when I do this, but yeah, as long as I don't swallow.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, but yeah. So let's try this.
I already lit up.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Right into the
You
mic.
said you're not inhaling. I think you have to really enjoy it. You don't inhale it one time. Lies.
I do that. What just goes into my nose? Gosh.
So
That
how's it getting in your nose if you're not inhaling?
It goes into my nose, maybe a little bit into my lungs, and
Yeah.
some of it back out my mouth. So that first hit was rough. I
Could
think
be the Burley.
I just sent the flames right through.
Possibly.
No, but let's try that again.
Man. What would you put this against the Blood Cold?
Yeah, so Cult Blood Red Moon is my favorite cherry out of all the ones that I've tried. And it's also got the chocolate in it. This one's got the chocolate. Actually, look that up real quick.
Colt Red.
I want to see if there's Burley in it. So you can tell that there's Burley in this. Because it's not a like Cavendish, black Cavendish.
Oh, it is exactly. It just has.
I just got Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cherry, cocoa, and chocolate. Rated at 3.2 though, but it has 111 reviews.
Yeah,
so there's bigger variety of people who have reviewed that.
This is Cult. if you watched our video.
I don't think we never made that one.
Yeah, but the video on our top 6 favorite tobacco blends of 2022. Check that out if you haven't seen it already. I go over that. That's one of mine. This is a good competitor of it.
I haven't smoked in a long time, but yeah, these two would be very interesting to put side by side. I almost would say it'd be very hard to tell the difference. But what do you taste?
So right now, I'm tasting a lot of burley actually right now.
Really?
There's a lot of bite. And I'm smoking this out of my Christmas present that I was gifted, a Viking 501. I'm loving this little guy. And let's take another swig of this chamomile tea.
And I'm drinking my almond meadow sweet mead.
Yeah, we were just brewing right before this. Takes a while, but yeah, we were down here. I got a new traditional mead set up. Doing three gallons of that. I'm gonna barrel age some of it with some bourbon. But let's go back. Let me take another bite.
So they're saying they don't have that. The one guy that always reviews it on there. He did not review
Jim
it.
Inks.
Yeah. So
This is good.
I'll have to go off some of the other people, but the strength, they're saying it's a medium, mild to a medium. On the nicotine, I probably have to agree because I don't really feel a nicotine buzz at all.
Yeah, I don't feel any. And whenever I think of a nicotine buzz, I like Three Nuns. This was C.S. Lewis's favorite tobacco, supposedly. Maybe that's just a marketing tool. No, I'm kidding.
It is, but they said they changed. This guy I talked to I've mentioned on here at Allegheny Smokeworks, I think it was. He said they changed. It's not the original of what he used to smoke.
Yeah. So C.S. Lewis being the early 20th century Christian writer. Actually, he wrote Narnia.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
He wrote this script.
Mere Christianity, Screwtape Letters.
Yeah.
Bunch of others. But, yeah, he's good into theology and philosophy and stuff like that, which is part of the channel.
But what were you saying with that? You brought that up.
I get a nicotine buzz with that. Which one I had the other day and I had a buzz?
Capstan, which is J.R. Tolkien's, his favorite, which they said the blue tin. Grab the blue tin. You can reach back there. They said this is very similar to what they did not change the. I don't even want to call it recipe. They didn't change the makeup of that since he used to smoke it. But they said, yeah, he smoked the blue tin. But back to the review on the Dutch treat. Did you show him the label and everything? Can't remember.
We'll show it again.
Yeah. Just made it today.
These are good for putting away and storing and having them age a bit.
Yeah. They give the ones. See, they came in their bags, and a lot of them come in these. I know you said the plastic ones.
Yeah. Whenever you order tobacco, unless you're going in person, it's hard to tell what you're gonna get. Some of them come in little baggies, which
you can't.
Whenever you really get into, whenever you start to build almost like a library of tobaccos, you don't want to be sifting through baggies.
Mm-hmm.
You get a couple nice labels,
I guess,
on some actual
mason jars.
Some mason jars. They can age well in here. And some other stuff you can get. You can get these tins. This is like your typical tin.
Mm-hmm.
Or you might end up with something like, plum pudding. It comes in. It's
cheap.
Sort of I don't know. Yeah. These aren't ideal in my case, or in my opinion. But
yeah. So like, the mason jars are also good if you want to cellar them.
Cellar them, and then to make them all uniform.
Yeah.
So you can just almost pull out a drawer, look on the shelf, and their names are up on top, side by side, same sizes.
And it's nice because if you don't plan on actually, like, there's a I don't know, I'd say at least 5 that I probably won't plan on smoking, since the more tobacco you get, the more there's more that you're not gonna go for. So those ones I actually will put in a tin and actually put a date when I jarred it, So because a lot of people say some do age very well. But yeah.
Yeah, that's just sort of our process here. I'm really liking this.
Yeah. Since like I said, the one dude that's on here that usually reviews them, he has very good descriptions. But the only thing I'm seeing on here is, which I kind of, like I was saying, I wanted to mention that I don't really taste the chocolate, but there is this heaviness. And this person on here he describes it as creamy and velvety, which I think that's what they mean, where I taste cherry, but it's heavy and thick.
Yeah, it's got that burley to back it up. Not too much nicotine. Definitely, I'm sort of lacking on the whole chocolate part, which I think that's called Blood Red Moon's strength, is that, in my opinion, you taste the cherry and it's followed right up with the chocolate. In this case, yeah, it's just I taste some cherry.
It's strong.
Smooth, and then it has that burley bite in the back.
Someone also mentioned
a little taste of the burley too, I
think. They drank it with a Sam Adams cherry wheat beer, which actually I didn't know Sam Adams made a cherry beer.
Oh, they got so many.
But I think
well, not cherry. They have so many beers.
Yeah, this would actually go very well with it. Or something like even like a chocolatey stout or something like that.
No, this is good. Thinking about a rating here.
What would you?
This would be upper tier. It's not going to be in my top.
Before we do that,
it's not going to be in my top 5. Lower on the nicotine.
Okay.
Not in my top 5.
Everyday smoke.
I'm not in the mood for cherry every day. I am in the mood for a tobacco taste.
I can see my smoking this after it's like literally, oh, here's dessert. Here's like a dessert beer. Here's your dessert
with
pipe.
people around, front porch. You know, the aromas from the smoke, and get them into it.
It'd be really good.
But
ratings.
It would not be in my top 5, 6, 7 even.
I'd say
it
8
would
to
be
10.
more like the tier below your go-tos. So this would be, in my opinion, this would be more of 8, 7.5. The ones that you wanted to maybe give to a friend, not to the point of like, I'm not sure who would even do this, but like go to the bar with it and give it to strangers. Like, I mean, I guess you could with this, but with the different tiers, there'd be like the ones in your sort of secret stash that you go to quite regularly in a nice rotation. I wouldn't have this in a rotation. It would just be if I'm craving a cherry blend that's not overpowering and that actually has that burley tobacco, almost like seersucker in my opinion, where it's raspberry with burley.
Is it with burley?
I believe so. There's a bite to it. We'll fact check ourselves. But whenever I would put this almost similar to seersucker, except switch the cherry with a raspberry. That's sort of what I do with seersucker. If I want a tobacco taste with a good fruit, I pretty much go with a seersucker. But this will be the cherry option of that.
Now the seersucker this one's by Country Squire, because there is a seersucker by Cornell and Deal. This one is by Country Squire, and it's black Cavendish and burley. So yeah, you
with a creamy raspberry. So this is sort of, in my opinion, on the same exact level as seersucker. This one's just cherry. That one's
we haven't
raspberry.
Reviewed seersucker, have we?
We haven't reviewed it yet. We've been smoking that for a while though. Part of me wants to say that seersucker is probably better than this.
But I don't know.
Maybe it's just your preference between raspberry and cherry.
See, I would put this up there. We haven't reviewed Rivendell, but Rivendell was my top 3 on our
top pipe smokes of pipe tobacco blends of 2022 video. Go check it out. It's got our most views so far by far.
But since Rivendell is up there with my top 3, this is right there with it. So I have to say that. Like,
what is
this?
This is
like, because the Rivendell is the chocolatey cocoa.
Okay.
So I would put this in an 8 up there with them.
Yeah, I'm going 8 too. It's definitely not just like I said. It's not in my top tier. It's basically the tier below that. And then everything in that second tier, when it comes to whether or not you want the seersucker, the raspberry flavor that day, or the cherry, that's where I would have that. But it's good. Good blend. 8 is what I'm giving it.
Yeah, I would say a solid 8.
8, yeah. It's a good blend. Go check it out. And this is the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, the Chuba Brothers. Watch some of our other videos. We're posting all kinds of stuff. Brewing, tobacco, philosophy. Well, we're getting more into that, but and as the weather gets better, we'll probably do more outdoor stuff. But that's all.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.